I've been looking at these videos on YouTube as well as New York's local news, and they have this thing called New York slashes. Now, for those that are, weren't brought up in the 80s, we had like gangs like the Decepticons that would be on trains, robbing you and doing all types of stuff. And fast forward, now the crime has rehashed, and I don't know if it's necessarily gangs that's doing it. I think it may just be individuals that's going around doing buck 50s. Now, for those that don't know what buck 50s is, it's a term that they use originally in prison, right? A buck 50 is when you get slashed across your face, right? And it's crazy because it's a New York culture, it's a New York thing, you can get, you could get buck 50, right? And the way that some people do it is, they use an ox, or they may use a razor blade, and they'll take that razor blade and put it underwater and let it get all rusty. So when you cut that person, not only does that person has a cut that's on their face and it keloids up, but it can actually, the rust can actually leak into your blood system and cause all types of messed up things, right? So this is a culture that's been going on in New York where, New Yorkers will wear, rock axes, or they have blades in their mouth. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to rock a blade in my mouth every now and then, and it was crazy because we were young, and it's easy. Like, say for example, it would be easy if I had got in a fight. Well, if somebody got in a fight with me, they would just punch me in my mouth, and that that blade might shift, and you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to be gory and stuff like that, but for the most part, this is a culture that has been rehashed. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole buck 50 and getting cut across your face, has been going on for years upon years upon years. I mean, I've seen fights where girls, they put petroleum jelly all over their face in New York, and they cutting each other up. Like, it's just odd. It's just crazy. It's out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of the conversation, is rehashed. So it's people going around New York and they cutting people up, cutting people's face up, and for no apparent reason. Some of it is people getting robbed, while others, I don't know whether it's like gang initiation. I don't know. And at the end of the day, who cares? At the end of the day, who really cares? The point that I'm making is that they don't have the opportunity or the chance to defend themselves, because in the state of New York, you are not allowed to have a gun, or should I say a firearm, right? You're not able to defend yourself. Like, prime example, I have several guns. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just being real with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just because I have a firearm, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna win the fight every time. But at least I have the opportunity, the chance to defend myself. If someone wants to break into my house, there are 3 shooters. 3. One is myself, my son, and my daughter know how to shoot. There's actually 3 guns in the house. You understand? And we practice. I take them to the range, and they know if somebody busts in that door, my son know how to cock that back and make it happen. Right? Now, let's look at New York. My father can't do that. My stepmoms can't do that. My stepsisters can't do that. My cousins, my aunts can't do that. They just gotta accept it. And this is what's so crazy about it. So you're putting, so criminals have the opportunity to have illegal guns, right? They could buy guns off the street, and they can do what they want to do to regular civilians, but civilians can't legally own a firearm in order to protect themselves. So you mean to tell me my mom's just catching the A train on the way back from excuse me, on the way back from working all day, and she gets a buck 50 across her face? She deserves that? She can't pull out that 22, 45, 38 and defend herself? That's crazy to me. And y'all wonder why. And listen, I'm not screaming. I apologize if you think I'm screaming and hollering. I'm passionate about what I'm saying. You'll wonder why I get up here and I tell you all New Yorkers to bring your black ass down here. You can't win in New York. You can't win. And all this stigma bullshit about the South is this and that. Man, listen, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing popping off. They ain't hanging black people down here. They not. You want to know why? Because black people can get a CCW like anyone else and rock anything concealed. Period. And it's so ironic that I'm having this conversation with you all while I'm on the way to the range to purchase ammo. And as soon as I get there, I have to cut it off. Like when I get close to it, I have to cut this video off because Pretty Ricky is like, yo, you too gracious. You too friendly with these people. You can't let people know where you getting your ammo from. Especially if there's a, there's a, the ammo is like, you can't get ammo. You can't get ammo these days. Everybody's scared. Everybody's panicking. So everybody's buying up the guns and buying up the ammo. And they storing it. So I'm going to get ammo. Isn't it so ironic? You New Yorkers can't do that. It is illegal for you to have ammo, let alone a weapon or firearm rather. And this is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. So if I'm in New York and I'm riding the A train, I don't know what other train it is, and then it's like, people catching $150s like out in the open too. So I just gotta take it. I seen this dude, I call him Kung Fu Joe. I'm not gonna say his name. I call him Kung Fu Joe. This man was like, yeah, there's certain methods to block the blade and this and that. But yet it's still, so Kung Fu Joe was showing me on YouTube. He from New York, right? He's in New York. He was showing people how to block getting, a $150 across their face, right? But then he blocked it, but he still got cut on his shoulder. So you didn't yeah, you blocked it from your face, but you couldn't block it from your body. But let me tell you something. If somebody run up and want to do a $150 on me, I'm pulling out that baby. I'm pulling out that baby. Take that. I'm not giving $150s. I'm not. You will catch a whole. That plain and simple. And this is not a threat. It's just all about protecting and defending my family. It's just that plain and simple. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you all. But y'all, you all what? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'ma stay in New York till I die. Alright, cool. When you catch that $150 across your face and that shit keloid, you know what I'm saying? You used to be pretty like Pretty Ricky, and then your shit got cut up, and now you keloid the fuck up. Don't be crying to me. Don't move down here now. Then you gotta explain that shit to these southern chicks, and they got options? Nah. No. You gonna be Scarface, the black Scarface and shit. That's crazy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? If I get a bump on my face, I got like bags under my eyes because I lose sleep from staying up doing these videos for you all. Yep, I'm gonna blame it on you all. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I know I could get rid of that by just getting some sleep. But if I got bags under my eyes and bumps, I know I could get rid of that. You catch a $150, yo, I seen a Chinese dude, they $150 that dude across, like straight across his face. Like it went straight across his cheeks to the bridge of his nose on the other side of his face. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Yo, man, New York is out of pocket. Y'all violating. Y'all violating. There's no way. Yo, seriously, man, I'm just really, really considering, like, should I not ever go back to New York? To even a visit. Shit is violent. Violent. And, yo, I made like 3 videos on my old channel about about Timberlands and Air Force Ones. And I got all types of comments. Yo, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. B, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you talking about. You corny. you this, you a fuck boy, da 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 da. So I might have beef in New York because I was talking about Timberlands and Air Force Ones. I didn't know how sensitive New Yorkers were with that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me though. $1.50, yo. That's what you get. That's your Christmas present. $1.50. Hey, yo, can I borrow $1? Nah, I'm not gonna give you $1. I'll give you more than that. I'll give you $1.50. Woo! And y'all still living up there, right? And they're increasing the police force. So now, you know how it goes, man. Y'all know how this goes. You remember stop and frisk, right? Y'all dead at that. But now this is another reason why they're gonna rehash that out again. So guess what? This whole slashing shit, right? It's a problem. I'm not gonna lie. But when the police force comes in, they make it even a bigger problem. You wanna know why? Because they harass the people that's innocent, that's trying to get back and forth to work, that's trying to pick up their child from daycare. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, seriously, if you live in New York, and I may be out of pocket by saying this, but I'm gonna say it. If you live in New York, I think what you're doing is self-mutilation. I think that you are slowly but surely hurting yourself, harming yourself, especially if you're an African American, man or woman. It is too goddamn cold up there. Your melanin needs that sun. That's the first thing. There's not enough nature out there. Trees, grass. This is what you're accustomed to, whether you like it or not. Y'all have no idea what grounding means. And that's the problem, if you don't know what grounding means. And for all you holistic people that's up in New York, y'all are walking contradictions. Straight up. Because if you were so holistic, you wouldn't be there. You would be where nature is. You would be closer to the equator. I would say that most holistic people would definitely be in South Florida. Period. Closer to the equator. Because you know personally, yeah, you can heal thyself with natural herbs, etc. But the biggest healer, Sue, 1 is the body, and 2 is the sun. The lack of vitamin D will make you go loo crazy. I'm going crazy. There's no sunlight, so I'm going to go out and harm people and not say hello. And when somebody says hello, I'm gonna have an attitude because I work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs in order to live in the projects. I'm not being disrespectful, I'm just being real. Come down here, man. It's enough room. You don't necessarily have to live in Charlotte. I'm not the spokesperson or spokesman for Charlotte, for the city of Charlotte. I'm not on the council, board or whatever, city or council board. I'm none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that there's a better life. It's a better life down here, man. Hey, listen, I'm about to get off. I'm getting close to my destination. For the Charlotteans, and there's other people that come here that's outside, the outskirts of Charlotte, that come here to get ammo. I'm on the search for ammo. I got hundreds of rounds at home. So this is basically what I'm getting now is like the ammo that I need, to go to the range, because I go like at least no less than 2 times out of the week. And each time I take my children with me, or I take one of them. I take one of them like Tuesday or something like that, and then the next one like Sunday or whatever. But for the most part, I try to get my work in. I'm not gonna even make fun of y'all, for real, New Yorkers, because it's just the truth, man. Y'all don't know what this is like. Walking in there, buying ammo, cleaning your gun, what I'm saying, going around the house, doing these these tests, you know, and making sure that if somebody were to bust in your house or whatever, you're prepared, you're ready. Man, be safe, man. I seriously, man, for the sake of the conversation, man, I hate that y'all going through that. If you're a single mom living in New York, bring your ass down here. Get you a gun. Protect yourself. Because guess what? You have someone to live for. And that's your son or your daughter. And I know I'm talking to somebody. And somebody's going to listen. Other than that, man, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. I want this video to go viral for the New Yorkers, for the Northerners. And California too, because I think California, you can't, Los Angeles, you can't, you know, carry guns either. Other than that, man, y'all have a good day. Peace. Listen, my bad. I just want to show you all this right here. So I just came back from the undisclosed place that I got my ammunition from. And you can only get 3 boxes per round. So take, for example, you know, I got 22 LR, you know, so I can only get 3 boxes of this. If I were going for 5.56 or 2.23, I can only get 3 boxes of that. You understand? So I got 3 boxes of this, total of 120 rounds. And then I got 9mm, which is very popular. I can't believe that they had these. This is a total of 150 rounds. I paid about $135 for this in total. And let me explain something to you, man. For real. And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being real. I'd rather be at a ammo shortage than to be coming up from the subway train and somebody slices my face, $150s me, and at 20-25 degree weather in New York. It's nothing like open flesh hitting that cold Antarctic air. I'd rather be in this situation, because this is a shame. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather, because I told y'all I was going to show y'all this. I'd rather have this. I was going for the P320, but you know, instead I settled for the P365. I think I'm gonna get the P320 at a later date. You understand? But I'd rather have this than to not have nothing at all. And like I said, I have several guns, so that's just one of my guns. New Yorkers, Northerners, please move to the southern states. Taking heed. We're not perfect. There's racism everywhere. You understand? But at the same time, at least you have the right to protect and defend yourself. At least you have the right to practice your constitutional right, which is 2A, the right to bear arms. Wouldn't you rather have this if somebody were to try to $150 you? Wouldn't you rather have this if somebody was trying to break into your house? Something is better than nothing. And it's just that plain and simple. If you don't have any felonies, any type of domestic violence, any type of robberies, armed assault robberies and stuff like that, you can get a rifle. You can walk into, as long as you have an ID, state ID or license, you can walk into anywhere and get a rifle, or you could order it online. Now, for a pistol, you have to have a permit, at least in the state of North Carolina. Other than that, get out of northern states and come down to these southern states such as North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, and protect and defend your family. It's just that plain and simple. And some of these states even have stand your ground laws. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even have to run. You could stand your ground. Other than that, man, I hope that I inspired you all. New Yorkers, I wish you the best of luck. It's a shame that you all experiencing COVID-19. Now this New York slashes. This is crazy. The day and times that we're living in. But you must protect yourself. All right, peace.